After the age of 50, your body begins to whisper things it never said before. The joints creak a little louder, the stomach becomes less forgiving, and the energy you once had now comes in shorter bursts. It's not that you're broken. It's that your body is asking for kindness, for care, for change. One of the most powerful and dangerous choices we make each day is what we eat. What we place on our plates shapes how we sleep, think, move, and age. And while some foods bring healing, others bring harm, quietly, slowly, and often without warning. Today, we're revealing 7 common foods that may be slowly damaging your health after 50. These aren't exotic or rare items, they're everyday things. Things you may even believe are harmless. But the science, the stories, and the consequences all say otherwise. So if you're ready to protect your health, extend your life, and feel more alive in the years ahead, let us begin. 1. Processed meats, the silent poison in your sandwich. That ham sandwich. The bacon at breakfast. The salami you slice as a snack. Processed meats have become a staple in many diets. But behind the taste lies a dangerous truth. Studies have shown that processed meats including bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, and salami are linked to increased risk of colorectal cancer, heart disease, and even early death. Why? It's not just the fat. It's the nitrates, the sodium, the preservatives. These chemicals are added to make the meat last longer, but in your body, they do the opposite. Over time, these additives inflame your arteries, damage your cells, and raise your blood pressure. And here's what's most dangerous: you don't feel it happening. There's no warning sign. Until the diagnosis. Until the heart attack. Until it's too late. After 50, your digestive system is more sensitive. Your body processes toxins more slowly. What once seemed fine, now becomes a risk. Give your body a chance. Replace that ham with grilled chicken. Choose lentils or beans over sausages. Let your meals serve your health, not sabotage it. 2. Sugary drinks, sweet taste, bitter consequences. Maybe it's a can of soda with lunch. A fruit juice in the morning. A flavored iced tea on a hot afternoon. These drinks feel innocent, refreshing, even necessary. But the truth is, sugary drinks are among the worst offenders for your health after 50. Just one can of soda can contain more than 10 teaspoons of sugar. And fruit juices, many are just sugar with a vitamin label. As we age, our metabolism slows. Sugar spikes become harder to regulate. And those repeated insulin surges lead to type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, obesity, and chronic inflammation, the root of most modern diseases. Worse, sugar has addictive properties. The more you have it, the more you crave it. And the more damage it does. After 50, the consequences are magnified. Excess sugar clouds your memory. It weakens your immune system. It feeds silent inflammation in your joints and tissues. Want to protect your body and your mind? Replace sugary drinks with water, herbal teas, or infused water with lemon or cucumber. Your body isn't asking for sugar. It's asking for nourishment. Listen closely. 3. Refined carbohydrates, the white foods that age you. White bread. White rice. Pasta. Cakes. Crackers. Refined carbs are everywhere. And they look harmless, soft, fluffy, comforting. But they're stripped of fiber, stripped of nutrients, and turn quickly into sugar in your bloodstream. And sugar, as we know, inflames. It ages. It drains. Refined carbs cause blood sugar spikes, which lead to energy crashes, weight gain, and increased risk of heart disease. For people over 50, these effects are more dangerous. Why? Because your muscle mass is declining, your insulin sensitivity is reduced, and your risk for stroke, heart disease, and diabetes increases with age. Every bite of that white bread pushes you closer to the edge. But there's good news: whole grains, oats, quinoa, brown rice, barley, they nourish you. They digest slowly. They keep you full. They protect your heart. They protect your mind. You don't need to give up carbs. You need to choose better ones. And after 50, that choice becomes a lifeline. 4. Trans fats, the hidden killer in packaged foods. They don't show up clearly on the label. They're tucked behind words like partially hydrogenated oils. But their impact on your body brutal. Trans fats are the enemy of your heart. Found in margarine, pastries, frozen pizzas, microwave popcorn, and many packaged snacks, these fats were designed for shelf life, not human life. They clog arteries, raise bad cholesterol LDL, and lower good cholesterol HDL. Over time, they increase your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and type 2 diabetes. After 50, your arteries naturally stiffen. Your blood pressure may rise. And your heart is working harder than ever to keep you going. Trans fats make that job almost impossible. They don't just hurt your heart. They influence memory, fuel inflammation, and age your cells prematurely. Here's a hard truth: the croissant you had with coffee, that crispy fried snack you grab in the afternoon, those tiny indulgences add up to years lost. Start reading labels. Say goodbye to anything that says hydrogenated. Cook more meals at home with real ingredients. Every meal is a choice. Choose to live longer. Choose to love your heart. 5. Excess salt, the silent saboteur of your blood pressure. Salt is a strange companion. It makes everything taste better. But it makes your health worse. After 50, the kidneys begin to slow down. Blood vessels become more sensitive. And your heart, though resilient, feels the pressure. Literally. Excess sodium, especially from processed foods like canned soups, frozen dinners, chips, and sauces, leads to high blood pressure, also known as the silent killer. You won't feel it, but it's there, damaging arteries, straining your heart, and increasing the risk of stroke or heart attack. And the problem isn't the salt you add with a shaker. It's the salt already inside packaged foods. That's where 70 to 80% of your sodium comes from. After 50, less salt means better brain health, reduced risk of kidney problems, and lower chance of heart disease. So what can you do? Flavor your meals with herbs, lemon, garlic, ginger, and natural spices. Read nutrition labels carefully. Aim for less than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. Salt preserves food. But too much of it shortens life. Choose wisely. 6. Artificial sweeteners, the sweet lie. They promised you 0 calories. They claim to be safe alternatives. Aspartame, saccharin, sucralose. You see them in diet sodas, sugar-free gums, protein bars, diabetic-friendly desserts. But behind the sugar-free label is a bitter truth. Artificial sweeteners confuse your brain. They alter your gut bacteria, increase your cravings, and surprisingly have been linked to weight gain, metabolic disorders, and insulin resistance. After 50, your metabolism is more sensitive. Your hormones are more delicate. And the microbiome in your gut, essential to immunity, digestion, and even mental health, becomes vulnerable. Artificial sweeteners disrupt it. They feed the wrong bacteria. They create imbalances that silently damage health over time. Some studies even suggest links to mood swings, anxiety, and memory decline. So that zero-calorie soda, it may cost you more than you think. Instead, retrain your taste buds. Use small amounts of natural sweeteners like honey or stevia, but sparingly. Better yet, enjoy the natural sweetness of fruits. Your body isn't asking for fake sugar. It's asking for real nourishment. 7. Deep-fried foods, crispy outside, chaos inside. There's something irresistible about a crispy fry. A golden brown samosa. A piece of fried chicken. The crunch. The flavor. The comfort. But what you're biting into is more than just flavor. It's oxidized oils, acrylamides, trans fats, and gut-damaging compounds. Deep-fried foods, especially those cooked in reused oils, are associated with increased inflammation, higher risk of cancer, heart disease, and digestive issues. And the older you get, the less resilient your cells become. The harder it is to recover from this silent damage. Your liver, your arteries, your gut lining, they all take a hit. Over time, you may notice it in the form of sluggish digestion, chronic fatigue, high cholesterol, or simply, a body that doesn't bounce back. It's not just fast food joints. Many home-cooked fried items, when repeated too often, have the same effect. So what's the alternative? Bake, roast, grill, air fry. You still get flavor. You still get satisfaction. But without sacrificing your future. Let your meals comfort your body, not clog it. How these 7 foods affect the brain after 50. There's a quiet dignity that comes with age, a wisdom that only life can teach. But along with it comes the need to protect the very center of who we are, the brain. After 50, memory lapses become more common. You walk into a room and forget why. You search for a word that's just out of reach. But what if the culprit isn't just age? What if it's the food you're eating? Trans fats, for instance, damage the brain's structure. They reduce levels of dopamine, affecting mood and motivation. Excess sugar leads to insulin resistance in the brain, a condition some scientists now call type 3 diabetes. It's linked directly to Alzheimer's disease. Artificial sweeteners, once thought safe, are now being studied for their potential to alter brain chemistry, impacting focus and emotional stability. Even refined carbs, those soft white breads and pastries, cause glycation, a process that ages your brain cells. So if you've noticed foggy thinking, irritability, forgetfulness, it might not be aging. It might be inflammation, fueled by your plate. But there's hope. Foods rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and fiber help cleanse the brain. They repair. They nourish. You don't need a miracle drug. You need a gentler fork. How these foods damage the heart over time. Your heart has been beating faithfully since the day you were born. It's been through stress, heartbreak, love, triumph. And by the time you reach 50, it's already beat more than 1.8 billion times. But the question is, what have you been feeding it? Salt hardens your arteries. It raises your blood pressure silently. Trans fats coat your arteries with plaque, narrowing the very roads your blood travels on. Processed meats, they're laced with sodium, cholesterol, and preservatives that inflame the heart's tissues. When combined, these foods form the perfect storm: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, arterial damage, and ultimately heart disease. Heart attacks rarely come without a warning. But the warning isn't a sudden pain, it's the years of poor choices that led up to it. And after 50, your heart's tolerance for stress, physical and emotional, starts to shrink. You owe it peace. You owe it clean fuel. Eat for circulation. Eat for strength. Eat to keep that rhythm steady for years to come. You're still in control. Let's pause. Take a deep breath. You've made it through years of life. You've loved, lost, fought, survived. And here you are listening. Wanting better. That alone is victory. You can't undo the past, but you can reshape your future. Not with guilt. Not with regret. But with gentle, loving decisions starting now. What you eat becomes how you live. And how you live becomes your legacy. Don't let a lifetime of wisdom be dimmed by food that harms you. Let your choices honor your journey. Let your meals fuel your purpose. Let every bite say, I still matter. Because you do. You always have. You always will. For those over 50, your best years can still be ahead. But they begin at your table. Choose well. Live fully. Your body is listening. Your future is waiting. And you are still the author of your health. Thank you for choosing life today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Reading your comments give us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoy this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you for spending these moments with us. Stay strong, stay wise.